Like I've said time and time again, we've got to be intentional, people. We've got to be to the point. First and foremost, I need to know that my audio is decent. I had to get rid of the mic. Got to get a new mic. But as long as you can hear me, I'm good to go. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Get Made Freefall, Flight 07 on the books. Today, our topic is going to be a free fall on cost. Isn't that crazy? So thank you, Viking Genetics, for sounding good. We're in the building. We're going to get up about 25,000 feet before we go and start this free fall on cost. But I'm going to tell you something. We're going to pick up altitude a little bit quicker today. As you can see, your boy Mac, we're going to have a smaller conversation today. Nothing too small, just a little bit smaller. I didn't even post this thing except one time on YouTube. So our crowd should be a lot leaner, which I'm actually pretty cool with that. Again, it's always been about the few that are in here, and I do love that. So I appreciate you for taking your time. I'm over here getting my my tea right. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second. Yeah, I got a nice little lemon ginger. Little lemon ginger action. I don't know if y'all are too much into teas, but if you are, you should try it out. Oh man, that smell alone. Mike to life, cost of maintaining a small business. I like that. Seal, what's going on? Your ale looks a little different today. Doesn't look like a tea. I love it. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try something real quick. I saw that I could do this banner. Look at this. Something just to keep us on point with this free fall topic. Cost is just something that, this is the thing. You saw the image today, right? The on YouTube. So you guys must be subscribed and getting notified, which I love. But if you saw that, you saw I didn't put a topic because it hadn't occurred to me yet. Even last night, I'm sitting back. I had to work late last night. I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, okay, what we're going to discuss today? We'll just keep it open. No worries, keep it open. Let's go. And then my cousin calls me. My younger cousin calls me up. I'm going to leave his name out of it. I hope he is watching. But he hits me up and he asked for a little bit of, thank you, Mike Life. I appreciate it. That was me doing a event. We're going to do another Father's Day. Father's Day is going to be a big deal, man. Trust me, I'm going to do something really nice for Father's Day. I'm already kind of planning that out, but thank you on that, Mike Life. Here's the thing. My cousin calls me up, younger, and I always told my guy this back, and he says, Matt, if you can, I need 50 bucks. No. I need $15 for a cookout. You're daggone right. Mac freestyling and free falling. You're daggone right, homie. But he's like, I need $15 for a cookout. And I was like, you know what? I get it. Go and get out there, get you some food, make it happen, no doubt. I sent him 50, right? That's a little cousin. Got to look out for him. So he hits me up again, and he says, Matt, I need you to buy this hat for me. What? Say what? Yeah, I got this hat. I want you to buy it for me. Hat, damn near 60 bucks. Wow. You need that hat. Okay. All right. So in any case, we end up having a conversation because not only did I say no to the hat, I said, let me explain what that hat is really worth. You get what I'm saying? How much it really costs. See, man, when you say this right here, see, Drea, when you come in and say, thanks for being consistent with these live vids, I can't let y'all down. I already told you, and today was a day I didn't know how it was going to happen. I was like, man, I got a lot. I'm pushing things out the way. I got to do this live. You saw I put the announcement up late. I'm going to start putting the announcement out. I mean, ideally, it should be out a few days before. I agree. But, yo, you just already got to know. Wednesday, we free falling. Sunday, we free falling. We're going to free fall again on Wednesday. I promise you. All right? I can't tell you how early it's going to be when the when the announcement comes out. We'll be free fall. Now listen, we ain't free falling right now. Go out there again. Make sure you got you something to drink. I got my daggone tea. I don't know what you're sipping on. I don't know what you're eating. Whatever's got to happen, you just got to fuel yourself. One thing I want you to do for sure, though, is this. Whatever the week has put on you, I hope the weekend has already kind of helped relieve that. But whatever you've also built up over the weekend, any of that little bit of stress, any of that little bit of weight, I want you to take it off. At least for the time we in here. Take it off, chop it up, connect with your people, show them love. This is your team right here. Look, I can go, Let's Get Made TV can cut off, it can be gone, but I feel that who you see in here right now, Mike to life. Matt got some damn Viking genetics. Patrick, Vice, Drea. I feel like these people, even the ones more and more that have not even said anything yet today, the ones that always say something, I feel like they're going to keep it going. Let's Get Made legacy is already there. Y'all got it. Y'all rock the crown. You know what it's about. Good God. All right. Now, here's the thing. Yeah, going back to my younger cousin. Yeah, he wanted one hat, cost damn near $60. Matt, can you get it? I said no, and I explained what things cost. So we had to talk about cost. I'm going to tell you something. I swear I wish I would have put this on a shirt. I actually designed it. I should have done it. But when I was, trying to release that whole bank part, I don't know if y'all ever caught on to the bank part. Somebody take my idea. You're going to know it came from here first, all right? 3 things. I love 3. Credit, cash, clout. All right? Most things you get paid are getting paid in one of those 3 things. Credit, cash, clout. All right? I want y'all to hold on to that. I'm putting it out live. I'm putting it out there to the people. Hold on to those 3 things, because when you're out and about, mixing up, making moves, doing what you got to do. When you're out doing these things, I want you to think, and you're not going to always get paid for everything, but most time what you're extracting, what you're getting to take back, besides any other thing, the payment is coming in the form of credit, cash, or clout. Now, going back to my little cousin, I wanted to explain to him how much that $60 hat really costs. Yes. Who's this right here? Lack? No, hold on. Lack? Yeah, Lack. Is this live? You daggone right it's live. I wouldn't be able to say it's live if I just pulled up your comment, bro. You free falling. Well, almost. Listen, people. Again, we're going to have a smaller team. I posted this in one place. The only way you would have ever seen this announcement that we are free falling today is because you are subscribed and get notified. I love it. That means a lot. You're right, Seal. CCC. All right, the 3 C's. I love it. Live in the flesh. People, we about 10,000 feet already. We got to get on this free fall. Your boy Mac got some things to take care of. And it's going to be a heck of a day. All right. Live in the flesh. Your daggone right. What's up, homie? All you. Mac don't need too much practice. Look, I've always pretty much freestyle. I mean, edits are great. So you watch BESTMANMADE, a lot of that edit action is happening just because I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, what I got to say next? Then I go back at it. All right, people. Cost. Let me go and pull that topic back up. Focus on this right now, okay? Focus on this. Cost. Now, you got cost in your mindset, right? Think of everything that just costs. How much it costs you to do something and how much you going to ask to get paid for doing something, right? Now, I'm going to hit you with this one right here. This is the one I really want you. When you're doing this free fall and that wind is hitting you and that gravity is pulling you down, I want this particular phrase to be the gravity. You see I made it seem like it's a real thing? I want this particular phrase to be the gravity that pulls you to it. Everything costs something. But can you afford it? Now, I'm going to add a little bit more. I couldn't put it in here. I could, but it made 2 lines, and your boy Mac's all about symmetry, right? Unless you inherited it, everything costs something. Remember again, unless you inherited it, everything costs something. All right? Now, let me see where we at. Viking Genetics, you want to jump out at 50K? Good God, man. I don't know if you can breathe up there. Maybe you can. I'm not quite sure. Good vibes always. Always. Angelica Jordan, so what are you willing to lose to gain the cost back? You see, I just did that. I had to go back in motion because that's kind of what I want to hit on. Lemon ginger. Good for digestion. Good for the mindset, people. Good for the soul. All right, listen, I got to get into this free fall. I'm excited. Go ahead, people. Get up out of your seat. We cruising at a nice 25K right now. The altitude is nice. Come back to the bay door with me. Your virtual OG, MacIsLegend. We together, people. We can hold hands for all I care. I don't care how we do this jump, but we doing the jump. Like I said, when you're in free fall, nothing else exists. It don't matter. You can come in here and tell me, Mac, man, my credit score is a 410. I'm like, that's all good. You're gonna build it up. I don't care, man. We ain't gotta be those people right now. We us, right? Nothing else matters, man. You might have bad health, bad credit, bad relationships. You might have good health, good relationships, good credit. Don't matter. We all equal on this fall. All right. That's why I love free fall. Only in free fall can you get a concept, hold on to it, and build from it. Okay? Because I'm telling you, man, a lot of times people told me stuff, man, Mac, you think about doing this, you think about doing that, all this kind of stuff. Sometimes I get a little tight. I'm like, man, whatever, dude. I'm doing my own thing. I'm out here mixing up, making moves, doing what I got to do. What are you doing? All right? Now, we at the bay doors. Let's go ahead and just make it uneventful, and let's just jump. We out there. We in free fall, people. Listen, everything costs something, but can you afford it? This is something that I'm not speaking from the gospel. All right? I'm not saying I know all the answers. That's why we in free fall. Y'all know some of the answers. Y'all have some of the questions. You see what I'm saying? Look at this right here. This is a topic. Just hit me. What do you think is your worth? Come back to that one. Music records. The little bit of bullet points I got, I might miss it. So let's come back. Don't let me forget this. How do you know your worth and when to transit? Man, let me go and type it in here. Hold on. I like that. Hold on. Know your worth. Hold on. Know your worth and transition. You see what I'm saying? You brought that up. This could have only existed in free fall. All these other people out here, YouTubers, they telling you, they giving you what they think. Who gonna have a conversation with their people? Your boy Mac reads the comments. The twins told me a long time ago, man, Mac do not read the comments. And trust me, some of y'all murdered me in them comments. Some of y'all that are cool with me right now, yeah, you was murdering me in them comments back in the day. I know. Good God, that's good. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, I like how that keeps coming up when I do a comment. Okay, I'm gonna keep that up. Okay, Mike Life, I want to see this first. Cost. Tell me about it, Matt. Starting up my BESTMANMADE brand cost a pretty penny, but it's all worth it. BESTMANMADE, no doubt. I know you're out there making it happen, Mike the Life. Look, anytime you're an entrepreneur trying to push anything you got, the cost of starting anything is a pretty, not only money, it's that time. Going back to right here, what my son is saying, man. The cost of time. Look, right now, y'all are giving me your time. These few people on here today, look, if it's just one, you gotta understand, that one person out there in the world is giving me their time. You know how valuable your time, we already know this, but I want you to really focus in on this. Your time is the most valuable. So I said 3 C's, right? Cash, credit, clout, right? But your time is more valuable than any of those things will ever be, no matter what they are. So the fact that you're giving me your time, I really do appreciate it. I can't tell you how important that is, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. We waste a lot of our time. That's really the problem. Letsgetmade ain't about that. Letsgetmade is about capitalizing on the time more than anything. And so to me, to spend this time with you, I ain't out there saying, oh, you got to pay my hourly rate to get me in this. No, 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 no. Y'all are definitely worth my time. Definitely. Facts. I would not do live if I didn't think you were worth my time. You daggone right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at all this. We get in here. We in Freefall, people. Now listen. 3 points of the crown. There you go. CCC. Health, wealth, and happiness. HWH. I didn't think that was it. You on point right there, Vikings. That's Viking genetics. I love it. VG. Oh, VG. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I got to think about that one. Time is priceless. Facts. Now, let's go back. The things I wanted to point out. I told you about my cousin, about the hat. And this is what I said. Now, one of y'all brought this up. And I gotta admit, I need to backtrack. This is what Freefall is about. I need to backtrack. One of you mentioned this, and this is something that I also know to my heart. And I might have missed how you meant it. But I think somebody said, if you can't buy three of them, then you can't afford it. Something like that. Whoever said that in another Freefall, you're exactly right to a big point. Now, listen, this is what I have learned just through the years, all right? And I'm going to give you a little bit of game right here, man. If you are starting your own business, if you are doing any kind of merch, okay, or doing any kind of product or production, whatever it is, and you're getting people to purchase something, right? Chris might have said that too. But this is something I got to admit, man. I feel bad saying this. It's going to sound like I'm that guy. But I have always said this. I don't know why I missed it before, so I'm kind of kicking myself. But listen, if you're doing any kind of merch, all right, normally, and this is at its very minimum amount, at its very lowest cost, it has to be, you have to sell it for at least 3 times what it costs for you to get it. Okay? So this is why t-shirts for most companies, like small businesses, cost so much more than like a t-shirt at like TJ Maxx or something, right? Or something that Nike might put out, because Nike's going to put out volume of it. And so therefore the cost of the product goes down, right? Because they bought so much. But most of these new, younger, smaller businesses, they have to jack that price up just to recoup and recover from that. So again, if you're selling a shirt for $15, that means it had to cost you at least $5 to do that, right? I think I did that math, right? And largely that's because of this. I'm gonna just say this has just kind of been that thing that you kind of learn. Largely it's because you need to be able to pay, 1, for the product that's in the shop, 2, to get another product in the shop, 3, that whatever profit you're gonna get has to go back to the business. It's kind of like paying yourself. I'm gonna come back to that one. Paying yourself. Okay, let me see real quick what y'all saying. This is a good. I see some good points getting posted in here. Okay, let's see what Angelica said. Or if you don't appreciate the cost that went into the product, you're already doing it wrong. Okay, yeah. So I guess what you're saying is, let's say you're saying, man, for me to do it, it's gonna cost me $2,000 to do it. You're probably doing it wrong. I get your point because you don't believe in it, right? If you believe in it, no problem. Now listen, what I just told you, that 3 times over thing is not, again, that ain't the gospel. You can price it however you want to price it, right? There's people that have to get a product that costs $20 to get it, but they can only sell it for $25. They're not going to make hardly anything on it. They can't even restock it. So they sell X of them. And that's just because the going rate for that. You're not going to pay $50 for a t-shirt for a company you ain't never heard of. It just ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just a point. All right. Now, let me go back to, I kind of had a few things. All right. Let me see. Do I want to go with my great advice first? Of course, I got 3 things I want to mention in advice, but I got this whole thing. Let's go here first. Let's have this talk, because originally my homie came in and said, Viking Genetics said cost of things. Is that what we're talking about? Partly. So let's get into cost of things. let me ask you something. When you want to buy something, right? Let's say you want to get, let me think of something simple. Let's go ahead and go here. The cost of a good meal. Now let's make it even cheaper. Let's go to the cost of Five Guys. Cheeseburger and fries right now. And Five Guys ain't cheap. Most of y'all I think got a Five Guys where you at least I hope so. Oh, okay, I see your point. Now, okay, Angelica, you about to give me one I'm about to go right here. All right. Five Guys cost you X amount of money, right? Here's the thing. Eating out, we already know, costs more than cooking, okay? Dang. Y'all ain't got Five Guys in Wisconsin? Jeez, man. What's the world coming to? Where do you go for your burgers? Five Guys is like, if I'm going to eat fast food, you better believe that might be the only one I'm going to. And you are right. It is expensive. But that's why I want to go there for a minute, right? This ain't nothing but burger and fries. Five Guys will run you easy, what? $10 for burgers and fries? Let's just say, sum it up. Wow. My man said we only have the basics here. Wisconsin, you know what? There's certain places, look, nothing against you, Justin. I don't know how you got there, but there's certain places I'm not even remotely thinking about going. I've been to more foreign countries than some of the daggone states in the States. Wisconsin's, I don't know about Wisconsin, Wyoming, the Dakotas, Missouri, most Midwest states, you ask me to point them out, I'm going to struggle a little bit. I hate to say it, but it's very true. I have not been to many of them. I should travel to them more, but oh, wow, y'all got it in the UK. They got Five Guys in the UK? I wonder if it tastes the same. You know what? I went somewhere in the UK and they put mayonnaise. What was it on? I can't remember, man. I know y'all got a Nando's in the UK. I went there, but I went somewhere and they put mayo on something. I was just like, man, I don't know about that, man. That just was kind of crazy. Nah, look, a lot of the people for Let's Get Made that have supported us are from the Midwest. I don't know why, like Idaho, I don't know why I would go, man. I don't know. Nothing. I mean, look, we are where we are, okay, for a lot of different reasons. I'm in Northern Virginia I don't know. It's where I got led, right? Whataburger. That is a good one. Look, we get on burgers. We're in Freefall if we being random, but it's all good. Whataburger is good. I have definitely had that. What's the one in Cali y'all swear by? That's real. In-N-Out. In-N-Out is good. But it's not as expensive as come on, Richard Snowden. Dad, Five Guys is dumpster juice. You're right. But it's some good dumpster juice. It's some nice, good slime that I got to slurp up every now and then. You got to have your vices. One of mine is Five Guys. But the point that I was trying to make is this. Can you afford that $10 burger? It's not, part of it is about your budget, right? And here's the thing. Nobody likes hearing that freaking word, budget. Nobody. Nobody gets, ooh, budget? Woo! Yeah. You turning me on with that. Let's talk about budget. Nobody gets excited about budget, okay? But budget is a very real thing, and you can be general on it. Once you kind of get it down pat, it's kind of like when you got to weigh your food and trying to, eating the right portions and stuff. You can kind of eyeball it and be okay. You ain't got to be so, line by line, but nobody likes budget. Here's my thing. It's hard to find out what you really can afford budget-based, okay? Because here's the thing. Once you pay for your bills, once you pay for things that you do need, no doubt, get your needs done, then you get your wants, your top wants out the way. Most of the time, somewhere in there, before you even knock all those needs out, you're buying things you don't need, and half of that is spent on food, okay? I don't care what it is. Look, y'all can say, nah, man, look, I don't care what you say. You might not go to Five Guys. You might go to Whataburger or the basics out there in Wisconsin, or you might go any of these places, but you're spending money on stuff that you know is going to cost you, and it ain't going to necessarily be equivalent to the amount of money that it's worth in a lot of ways, right? Here's what I'm getting at. Part of it is the money, the cash. But the other part we already know. It's the health. There's so many times when I was younger, I'm talking college age, and I'm just eating anything, fast food. I probably cooked only on the weekend, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If I got $100, I'm spending 90 on fast food. I mean, that's how I felt, at least. Maybe not 90, maybe more like 70. I mean, I'm just being honest. I spent so much money on day-to-day food. And it's amazing how you do that. You just blow it. I'm not thinking about saving any of that. Because for one, I thought I can keep getting it back. Coming from the family. They ain't give me a lot. But I always knew, well, they'll give me some more. Well, they'll give me some more. And then I started working a job. But I was like, okay, the job is going to pay for the things I got to pay for, right? That's going to pay for, my power, my utilities. You know what I'm saying? Back then, cable. Now, stream everything, but you got to pay for the different streaming channels. I didn't worry about the money as much because I knew I had more coming in. It's just being honest. But I never had a surplus. I was always basically going for broke. I lived my life going for broke back then. Didn't think about saving or moving or using that money, not even really respecting the value of that dollar. So going back to my little cousin who hit me, Mac, I need that hat. Can you get it for me? I said, look, man, homie, let me tell you something. Rule of threes, like I said. That hat is going to cost you 3 times that amount. That hat is $180. Because if you go ahead right now, if you have that, let's say he goes in and buys that hat. And I say, how much money do you have? $10. This joker got $10. If you got $10, right, you don't need me to buy a hat that costs 6 times what you got. Nah, homie. You need me, if anything, to give you that $60, so you can start putting some away or using it or doing whatever you got to do. Really, you got to put it away because you can't really use $60 to make much more after that doing legal stuff, all right? And I don't want you to do illegal things for money. It's not worth it. And that goes back to that too. Can you afford that burger? It's crazy how much that burger represents, because that burger represents the money and it represents the time. Because after you eat it, you got to think about now, how you going to balance out your health, according to that. What have you done to yourself? You might need to go run now for an hour. I mean, all these things, right? Because ultimately, it's quick. It's like cash. It comes in quick. Boom. Got it. But it hurts your credit. And the credit in this place is your health. Well, maybe it gives you happiness, so you got to balance that all out. Somewhere in there, you get the point I'm trying to make. So that's kind of where it popped in my mind originally. All right. I'm telling y'all that to say, let me pull up some of these comments. Let me go back before I pull up my notes. I have been to Chicago. Viking Genetics, I have been to Chicago maybe about 3 times. I like Chicago okay. Chicago to me, it reminds me of a bigger, busier DC. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Boston. Chicago reminds me of Boston. I know that sounds crazy, but it kind of does. Because when I'm in the city, the only thing I want to do is eat and grab a beer. It seems like every corner I turn, I want to go eat there or grab a beer. And I'm not even too big on both of those, but that's just how it made me feel. Okay, this is interesting, Patrick. Sounds cheap, but the stuff at the grocery store is great and cheap too. Let's say cheap. That's an interesting word. Inexpensive, maybe. I see what you're saying. But maybe you mean cheap. I don't know, because stuff at the grocery store, some of it is crap. You're right about that. Wow, Mr. E. We have Chicken Base as a burger fast food joint, good for money. Oh, tell me about it. Here we go. What do you think of someone quitting a normal job to work for yourself because you believe in yourself and breaking the cycle? All right, let's get that right quick. Let's go ahead and get on that one. And I'm going to come back to my 3 bullets. Here's the thing about a normal job. Does a normal job give you benefits? Back to what I was saying. Cash, clout, currency. Cash, clout, credit. A normal job If you get benefits, trust me, you do not know how valuable benefits are until you need them. You mess around, fall down your stairs, and just think, oh, I'm all right. And just a month later, you still hurt, and you got to go get a MRI, bruh. You're going to have to go pull out another job for that one MRI scan. It's crazy how much things cost in the health. See, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm back about that burger. It's fine. When you're young, and what I mean by fine is, I shouldn't say it's fine. It's just how we think. You know, we think we slightly invincible. We'll be, you know, I'll be all right. Half people out there I know that was probably catching COVID was out there wearing no mask because they're young and they thinking, I'll be all right. Because, you know, basically that's how we think. I get it. The older you get, you start realizing, seeing things, man, I might not be all right. And if I'm not all right, it's not going to be a pretty sight. So I don't think, personally, if you remember anything of the Let's Get Made story, everything I have built, everything I have earned, I always was grinding with a full-time job, right? Sometimes two of them. I never let go of my job because I got a wife and I got kids. But before I had that, I still wouldn't let go of my job because benefits are that important. You know, I can't really explain that. Also, back then, I still am, you know, contribute to my 401k. But I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't going to be worth jack in the future. But anyway, putting money to the side, I could not afford. I'm going back to my question. I couldn't afford to quit my job. So what does that mean? Something else got to give. How do you build Let's Get Made? How do you get out there and post all the time? How do you have money to make a t-shirt, a hat, and everything? People saying, put this back in stock. Where do you get it from? I'm not on the street selling nothing, right? I get it from working my butt off on my job. My full-time gig, paying for these lights to come on, paying for this camera, paying for this computer so that I can even start posting anything for Let's Get Made. I don't believe in quitting your job, but some people will tell you, quit your job because that way, and they tell you this on Shark Tank all the time. You still working a job? Yeah, but I don't want to invest in you. Because until you quit your job, you don't believe enough in yourself. Wow. I don't believe enough in the economy. Forget me. I'm dope. I can make it happen. But the economy sucks. So if the economy sucks, what am I going to do? So I don't believe in that. I think it's a great question, though. Because you believe in yourself. I don't know. Breaking the cycle. I don't know, man. Look, it's a rat race. Jobs are rat races. Let me ask y'all something. How much money do you think? And I mean, look, this ain't no right or wrong. I ain't gonna laugh at nobody. Nobody else will laugh at anybody. And I ain't gonna say nobody's necessarily correct. I'm just curious. How much money do you think you need as a single person to live I'm gonna say an above average lifestyle? How much salary do you think you need? Now consider taxes, but how much salary do you think you need to live a above average life? Because here's the truth. Nobody wants to live an average life. Average to most people is poverty. Look, you can say I'm lying, even if you've been from it, it's the truth. Don't nobody want to be out here driving my car, that '06 Camry. Do you know people who say, man, Mac, you still got that Camry? Like Chris. If y'all say what overtime Chris, Mac, you still got that Camry? You daggone right. And I gotta drive it. Because to me, that Camry represents a lot of stuff. 2006 for me getting out here, mixing up, making moves, doing what I gotta do. I didn't have much of nothing, obviously, if I had a standard '06 Camry. But from that standard '06 Camry, it got me to everywhere where I am today. It's proof. It's proof to me I didn't need that other stuff to get me here. But you got to understand, man, I'm motivated a different kind of way. And I think y'all are too. Y'all wouldn't be in here if you weren't. Okay, let me get in here, man. I love what y'all are saying, man. I got to make this happen. Matt, go ahead and swing through Denver and holler at your boy. Best craft beer. Now, I love a good craft beer. I do. Denver, I heard, is dope. Now, Denver, y'all got a lot of stuff popping out there, man. Y'all take on a lot of things kind of first. I know Denver's got to be nice. I think I want to see Denver just for the beauty of it. I really do, man. All right, let me see. What else we got in here? Whoa, I just jumped down. Crap. All right. Yeah. Look, this right here is a very good point. I don't know how to cook. All I eat is fast food. This is a lot of people. Your boy Mac is by no means a chef, but I will tell you, one thing that I was blessed and cursed with is I have a bland palate when it comes to food. So your boy Matt can eat the same thing. When the twins and I was back there saying we cutting, it didn't matter. I could eat the same meal every day for at least 2 weeks, at least. Maybe sometimes, at least I'll say this, at least 2 weeks. Right now I am craving a cheat meal. And my cheat meal, Five Guys. Okay, let's see. The cost of health, no doubt. All right. Everything has a cost, even if it doesn't have a price tag. Very true. Listen, I'm not lying to y'all on this. Benefits are valuable when you need it. I'm telling you, trust me on that. Okay, I like this. Now, okay, Patrick, you throw that symbol in there. Let me see. Is that pound? Like I'd rather take 10 pound, I think that's how you say it, to the grocery store than to go to KFC or Subway. See, that's a fact because you already know your money's going. Okay, I see your point. Your money in the grocery store is going to go further, no doubt, than it would at KFC or Subway. But that KFC and Subway food, that Five Guys is going to taste so good. It's all about that immediate, what do you call it? Golly, immediate reaction, immediate pleasure. Yeah, something like that. That immediate response to pleasure. That's what you're really going for. I'm hungry now. And when you're hungry now, the last thing you want to do is cook. The last thing you want to do is go shop. You just want to eat. And most people are spending our time doing everything else, right? Whether we're hanging out with our people, on the sticks, playing Destiny 2, watching MacIsLegend. Whatever it is, we're busy working. We're doing so many other things. And we see there's fast food everywhere we go. We could just stop and get it, right? That's why we spend that money. It's there. It's immediate. I don't need to do all this other stuff. I ain't got the time. Okay, let's see. Let me see what Drea says. It's like you have to be your own HR department when you're self-employed. Very true. You do. HR, everything. You got to be your own all this mess. Okay, real quick. Justin has a good point. I do agree with the benefits I personally get are very important, but I'm paying $200 for it, and my MRIs aren't even covered. I got injured at work, but my job said otherwise, so I'm not fully covered. Yeah, that's the breaks. I mean, I gave MRIs as an example, but there's other things you're going to get, even medication. Certain medication you're going to get if you don't have benefits. The cost of that same medication might be 5 times the cost. It's crazy, man. I mean, ultimately, I'm just saying if it's you by yourself and you want to go ahead and suck it up and just kind of run the risk, go for it. But I swear, once you get married or have kids, you can't even take that risk. You can't, because you don't want to be that guy. Why you ain't get benefits? Why you, well, I believe in this Letsgetmade. It's going to work, baby. Trust me. Hey, trust me. You can't turn that into a check. I mean, I hope you believe in it. That's good. I believe in everything I put out, but I also believe in injury and in sickness. It happens. But you got a good point there, bro. That sucks that you didn't get covered for it. Very true. That goes back to cost. Let me bring it back real quick. Let me tell y'all something. Okay, 3 things I want to mention. This is good advice that I got. Okay. Most of the times when we're young, and I'm saying, think about the times you're in grade school. Okay, this is like a grade school thing, right? A lot of what you're going to get, we're talking about cost, we're talking about pay, we're talking about that type of flow. But when you're in grade school and even college, before you get a real career, job is one thing. Before you get a real career, all right, the things you're gonna get, the gains and the losses are going to be mostly in the form of credit. What I mean by that is this. I know a lot of people who are young, and I'm saying teenager right now, okay? I'm even gonna say even early 20s. And they're turning down opportunities because they're not getting paid money for it. Or they say it's not enough money. Because what we do is we have seen how much things cost because we see people, it's going back to social media, right? Oh, I mean, you got a Peloton treadmill, right? The cost of a Peloton treadmill, $5,000, right? You got to get one. So you can't do this job because you're not going to get enough money to pay for that. I get your point. But a lot of times what you're missing out on is that credit that you're going to build for yourself. It might be in the form of networking, which people, I get it. Some people take advantage of you in that networking crap, but some of it is legit. So you might miss out on networking. You might miss out on a relationship. You might miss out on an opportunity that can get you to somewhere else, all because the pay was bad. So 1 and 2 are kind of one and the same. Don't pass. One of them is the gains and losses, you're going to get it all in credit. What I mean by that is, so also the education you get now, like we say, school ain't worth nothing. Don't go to college. It ain't worth it to go to college no more. I don't believe that. I still don't. I get their point. How much value is a degree? And I'm giving y'all a lot. I know, man. I'm kind of just, because you can see it's been on my head. It ain't about the degree as much as it's about the experience and what it built in you to get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go run a marathon or something. It ain't the fact that you ran a marathon. It's what got you to do it and to continue to finish it. So it's really all the pre-work that it took besides just the actual thing at the end. You get what I'm saying? So going out to get an education, it's going to pay off in other ways. You might not see it necessarily, but it will. Some of it's just, you can even tell when people communicate, right? Some people might be out there, they might be nice at putting together a freaking car. They can put a car together with their bare hands, but they can't have a communicate. They can't have a decent conversation. And I'm telling you, being in academia, that is something that allows you to kind of cultivate your soft skills as well as those hard skills. And trust me, it makes a big difference. All right, I got real on that one. Let me see. But I was saying, don't pass a good opportunity. Number 2, don't pass a good opportunity because the pay ain't good or you're not getting paid. All right, that's a serious thing, and I've seen people have that. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I gotta go here. We're in Freefall, people. I gotta jump. What y'all are giving me, I can't stop. I was hoping to be done by now. Man, listen, my time is worth it to be here with y'all today, okay? I was definitely going to say, but no, I'm going to finish this hour out. We're going to make it happen. Look, have you ever dealt with your mental health state at a low point due to money, health, work, etc.? Yes. Your boy Mac, probably the most motivated virtual OG you going to get. I ain't going to say I've been depressed. That's a little bit different. But a low state, definitely. What I mean by a low state is maybe be like, man, come on, Mac. We got to make it happen. And for me, what a low state is, oh man, let me think about how a low state really feels to you, boy. What's a low state feel like? It's kind of bad. I got to think about what a low state feels like. Because I always feel like, man, literally, the way my confidence rides, whatever I want, I'm gonna get it. And that sounds so egotistical, but I don't know. That's the way my confidence is always rode me. But when I'm low, it's more in a frustration. And what I'm trying to get at is like, okay, vacation. A lot of times, oh, that's a good one for me. You talking about Matt getting frustrated? I can't take a vacation. I haven't had a vacation in so long. I think the last vacation I had, me and my wife, we went to, I think I told y'all this, we went to Copenhagen, we went to Paris. I don't know why I'm saying this, the cities more than I'm saying the actual countries. But we went to France. We went to, is Copenhagen Norway? Let's go. I think it's Norway. Anyway, we went there and we went to England, and that was it. That was the last vacation I had. Before that was Thailand. I mean, great vacations. The other ones in the States ain't really like vacations. I mean, I'm only there for like a day or two, right? I've been frustrated because I cannot have a vacation. I can't afford to go. Partly money. I'm frugal. I don't like spending money. So if I spend money on a hotel or, oh no, I went to Dominican Republic. I did go to the DR. That felt like home every time I go. Every time I go to DR, they always think, you from the DR? No. Black American? Nope. You from the DR? Nope. Black American? Nope. You from the DR? I mean, it's crazy. But I'm going to tell you this. When we went, we had a ball. Took my daughter out there. We had this Disney, it's the Disney thing in the DR. Actually, it was very nice. But I hated spending money. And so mentally, I'm thinking, this costs $10,000. Man, I could be spending that on something else. You know what I mean? And I'm getting ticked about it. So that's kind of an issue with me, I guess. The other one is just time. Don't have the time to go. And here's another funny thing, and this is so true. When you got the time, you ain't got the money. When you ain't got the money, you ain't got the time. Did I say that right? No, when you got the time, you don't have the money. When you got the money, you ain't got the time. That is so true. Oh my God, me and my wife were just saying that. It's so true. Let me get back to y'all. But the way I dealt with it, just real quick, I have been in those situations. The way I dealt with it was perspective. I have to step outside of myself, and I had to see that vacation was not, I can't look at it as money spent. I look at it as experiences earned or experiences purchased, okay? So there it is. Let's see. Okay, going back to my question. I see y'all did answer the whole thing, 50K. Okay. Justin says you got to make about 50K to live an above average life. Thank you for answering that question because that was one I put out a minute ago. I thought, let me tell you this, man. I'm with you. Okay. I'm going to take you back to a time when I made 55. And I'm trying to think, and this is the one thing I'm about to tell you, cost. One of the things that I said before, one of them is cost of things. We talked about the hat. The other one, I'm kind of jumping to the bottom of this cost thing, is the cost of lifestyle. Can you afford your own lifestyle? My dad said that to me a long time ago when I was in high school. You need to ask yourself, whatever career you're going to get, can you afford your lifestyle? No wiser words have been spoken. That moved me into a whole nother place. Can you afford your lifestyle? I'm saying that over and over again because I want y'all to hold on to that. It's very easy to be like, oh, I'm going to get a new car. I'm going to get a new place to stay in. I'm going to get some food in my refrigerator. I'm going to be able to watch TV. I'm going to be able to stream. How? It costs. I'm sitting back. I thought, literally, when I was in probably high school, I thought if you made $200,000 a year, you were rich. Straight up. If you could make 200K, I said, because to me, I felt if you made 100K, that was to me the above average life. It does matter where you live. Very true. Where I am on the East Coast, that's what I thought. 50K, I would say, would give you a good life by yourself. But I'm thinking now about the cost of cars, the cost of a home, and the ones that you want, the cost of the internet even. I don't know. 50K, I mean, and I know you're saying Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin, y'all got much more space out there. I mean, things are different. And I get that. So I don't know, but that's interesting. Now me thinking about it, my God. Single, 150K. All right. The Camry is, yeah, no doubt. 7 figures. Wow. 7 figures. Mike to life? To live above average? Jeez. 6 figures is in 100,000. So you got to have $1 million? That's a lot, man. All right. Respect, Vice. Respect, brother. I love it. I love it. I love it. That picture's kind of crazy too. Yeah, you're right. Immediate pleasure, immediate gratification. Thank y'all so much. You see how behind I am. I really got to catch up. Okay, Patrick. Nah, I could buy and good size pizza and chicken wings for like 6 or 7. Oh, okay. So you said the 10 will go further. I get it. Okay. Makes sense. Nice one. Wow, Justin, you're trying to hit me today. Do I think finding a mentor is worthwhile, or should you just learn something on your own? Both. You can never go wrong with a mentor, but you better vet that mentor. Even with me, there's things I cannot give you advice on. And I probably will tell you, I don't know. This is what I've experienced. Remember, a good mentor is going to tell you from their own life. So if you got a mentor that's younger than you, they had to have lived a different life than you. Because there's people right now that can put me on the things that I never had to live through. I didn't have to live through abject poverty. I didn't have to live through ostentatious richness and luxury either. But people from those lifestyles can tell me. I haven't had to live through disease. I don't know. But so people can put you on and can tell you, those can be good mentors. But I'm going to be honest with you. If those are your mentors, let them speak from their experience, from what they know. Because even if they're telling you what they have learned from somebody else, that's like a good thing to kind of keep in your ear, but it ain't necessarily mentor worthy. You know what I'm trying to say? And the rest, yeah, learn on your own. Look, if the mystery and the, what's the word? If the gold, the value of life was something you can live in a very brief amount of time, there will be no value to living older. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of cats, man, they've done so much at such a young age that when you've seen it, these cats are rich by the time they're like 15 and they get into drugs and they get into other, because there's nothing else. What can you really try to experience? One of the most beautiful experiences you're going to get in life is grinding. It's actually getting out there and making it happen, make moves, doing what you got to do. This is the only reason why Let's Get Made is what it is. I ain't selling y'all on jack that you don't already know. I'm telling you what your heart telling you. All right, let me see. I need to get back to watching all your previous videos. Feel like I'm doing things the wrong way. Nah, man. You just getting into where I'm at now. I mean, and that's me and everybody else. You know, it's just a thing. There you go. My guy, official MNIB, glad you can make it. Can you afford your lifestyle? Say that. It's very true, y'all. Please hold on to that one. That one, I think, motivated me to do what I'm doing now. When my dad told me this, I think I was literally 16, 17 years old. And I just remember pausing, because he actually made me do the math. And I think, shout out to my homie Justin, I think I said 50K, 50, 55,000, somewhere in there. And he looked at me and was like, okay. And he said, well, how are you going to get it? What's your career going to be? And I'm going to tell you something. Look up salaries for careers and do not think you're going to be the highest person on that salary. Trust me on that. Indeed, I don't know, Indeed.com. Go to these sites that tell you how much a salary. Look, the typical top salary is $120,000 a year. And if you want more than that, you got to be in the medical field. I'm being honest, man. If you think you're going to be a lawyer and make a lot of money, there's a lot of good lawyers that make $35,000, $40,000 a year. It's just a fact. Certain doctors, but you got to understand, there's a lot that goes in with that. Time. My dad was a doctor, no doubt. He was a physician. The amount of time he spent to get there and the amount of time he spent on his job. You talking about stress. You talking about not having the time to be there and all that. Man, look, there's a cost for everything. All right. Ooh, I'm getting excited about this. I got so much, man. Let me see. Cars are expensive. I might as well just ride a bike. Hey, it's a thing, man. Buy a used car, no doubt. 6 figures, gotcha. Okay, all right, no doubt. 6 figures, $100,000. That's probably what I'm gonna say too. In today's time, okay. How many of y'all, like literally, how many of y'all got Apple TV or got a what's it called? Yeah, Apple TV box, right? And you got to stream all those different services: Hulu, Netflix, Discover, HBO, and we like the fact that they're all a la carte. Everybody want an a la carte. Everybody got tired of cable having to package everything in, but that joint adds up. Shh, come on now. Let me see where we at. Unhappy on a high wage or happy but on a low wage? Which do you take, Mac? I take happiness over everything. Happy's hard to come by, boss. Look, health, wealth, happiness, out of all three of those, I take happiness all day. Let me tell you something, and I'm being honest with you. I have met lots of rich, unhappy people. When I say lots, let me take that word back. A handful. That's a lot to me, though. 5, 6 people that are rich, and to me, I'm gonna be honest. Rich to me means you make half a meal. Okay, just because what I have lived and what I've done in my life, I think when I thought $200,000, $300,000 a lot of money, until you start getting there, you're like, wait a minute, ain't that much money. I think when you can just say, I don't have to worry about any of my bills, right? I can live a good life. I'm talking like you got a nice crib, you got cars, you got your, family paid for, all that kind of stuff. When I say no problems, I'm just talking more so basic financial problems. I think when you can live that kind of way, you need to make half a mil. All right. When you want to live, that's a rich life. Now, I said before, what I said an above average is about 150. So between 150 up to you get to about 350. Once you get about 350 on up, kind of maybe 400 on up, you kind of living really nice. There you go. See, comfortable to me is 150. 150 is comfortable. I think that's but here's the thing. Your job might suck at 150. And if it does, dial it back to 80. Find the thing that makes you happy. Because I'm telling you, man, when you're not happy, every day feels like a slap in the face. And here's the thing. When you realize that money ain't going to get you, Amazon Prime, you're right about that. When you realize that money won't get you there, you always say more money, more problems. I ain't going to say more money, more problems. I don't know about more, but maybe I ain't got there yet. I just think, yeah, man, happiness is the key. I think the key to life, though, somebody said, what's the meaning of life? To be happy. I would almost end it there, but I'm not. If you ask me when they say, what's the meaning of life? What is the purpose? I literally think it is to be happy. And I think that's why for the youth that pass away at a very young age, it's okay. But for the old people that are still on this earth trying to figure out what they're looking for, all you're looking for is happiness. And it's not just your happiness, right? When I say happiness, it ain't just about you. It's about what you're giving to others. If you can give other people happiness, my wife, my kids, my Letsgetmade family, even when I talk about the legacy of Uncle Nearest, that makes me happy. Because this is names you wouldn't know. These are brands you wouldn't even think about. My homeboy up here, Randall. I ain't seen Randall in a year, 2 years probably. I'm happy. That picture makes me happy when I look at it. Happiness, man, I'm trying to tell y'all. It is a thing. And I think that is definitely the key to living. That's key to life. Real quick, I wanted to point out other things. I want you to think about these things because I can't really get into them right now. Maybe we'll pick them back up. Can you afford your clothes? Sounds crazy, but it's true. Can you afford your relationships? Can you afford your health? And can you afford your lifestyle? Remember that. Go back to what I said before. Can you afford your relationships? Right? I got to go help my homies. I got to hang out with my homies. Hang out with your homies? Costs time. I got to be there for my wife. Takes time. Got to be there with my kids. Oh man, I love being with my kids. People say that. Takes time. Then that costs money too. On top of all that, think on those things, man. These things they'll help put you in places where you will balance your life out. It's just a fact. Now wait, I promise this. One of y'all brought up the question, or they said, know your worth and when to transition. You are definitely right. You have to always know your worth. All right. If you're in a place or in a situation, I'm talking about a job, I'm talking about a relationship with a significant other, with your friends, your family, whatever. If they are not giving you your worth and your worth is not being appreciated, okay, you do not need to be there. You need to know, I'm telling you, only one of you. There's only one Patrick Suwan? No, I'm messing it up. Justin Mayweather, Vikings Genetics, official MIB. I mean, there's only one Richard Snow. There's only one of these people, man, in the world. One time. You only get one time to do this bad boy. We're in free fall, people. Think on this stuff. I mean, look, we spend our time, both of us. I hope it matters. I hope it connects. I need it to connect. But like I said, man, in all these things that you're doing, I hear my kids up there, they wilding out. I got to run in a minute. But in all these things that you're doing, I said the key to life is being happy, right? I said the key to life is learning to be happy, to embody your happiness and to give your happiness out to other people. But I'm going to tell you, man, listen, this whole thing is constantly a ride. That's all this really is, man. I'm trying to tell you. Once you realize that this is a ride, you got to enjoy it. And I want to leave you with this before I go ahead and get out. Just because I liked it last time. I got to read it. So don't get too mad at me. Life is a book of chapters. Have a story, not just a passage. It's live and learn, not do or die. It's going to get bumpy, but trust me, you got to enjoy the ride. We'll see you next time. Ha!